Let her cook. Y'all stop being petty. Stop being catty, cause she like a double-edged sword. She cutting tail left and right, and it's bothering y'all, and I see it. Let's go.
Have you heard that not everyone is happy with Caitlin Clark's decision to make a move after her playoffs? To put it another way, the WNBA and ESPN are furious because they are seeing her value, and that has enraged them.
Let me say this. I love the point that you made about Caitlin Clark in terms of the BS that she had to deal with off the court. We got to remember she's been box office, she was the main attraction, and there were so many storylines that's been associated with her. Most recently, the whole thing with her and Cheryl Swoops, even though it really wasn't her. It was Cheryl Swoops and all this. Every time you turned around, there was something that she had to do.
After her debut WNBA season, Caitlin Clark has packed her bags to leave America for an offseason in Europe, but ESPN is not happy with this at all. They are throwing temper tantrums like a baby and acting as if they have any right over Caitlin Clark, but after their dismissive coverage of the WNBA's biggest star, ESPN doesn't get to decide whether Clark leaves or stays in that pathetic league they didn't care when she was playing under enormous pressure and still coming on top of the game. They didn't come to her rescue when she needed it the most. Now they are left scrambling for leftovers after she's gone because now nobody's watching WNBA. The burning question on everybody's minds now is whether she is leaving the WNBA to play in another league overseas. And let me tell you, all these news articles circulating on social media are unreliable, to say the least. These articles are not reliable, but what we can confirm is that she's already left America to pursue a 200-day vacation in Europe. But is she going to play in the European leagues? Well, here's what we know.
That news, we've already heard from Caitlin Clark that she will not be playing overseas. She won't be playing in any organized basketball organization. She actually said that she is going to become a professional golfer during this off.
You're correct. After dominating the basketball court and igniting the WNBA, Caitlin Clark is ready to begin playing professional golf in her offseason. Her present objective is to set new golf records in her name, and in case you were unaware, she excelled in soccer while attending college. Because she is a versatile athlete who can succeed in any sport now that she is at the peak of her career, she stands out from the other WNBA players. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose, as acknowledged by the WNBA and ESPN, but it's too late. Her ship has already sailed across the Atlantic.
Highlights from one game where she scored 3 goals. That's right, 3 goals in one game. And I know these highlights are far from HD 4K, so I zoomed in after each goal so you could get a closer look. Caitlin does such a good job of staying on sides here, and then the second that pass goes through, she puts on the afterburners and then hammers it home.
The question now is whether she should remain in the league or leave for a stronger league in Europe or beyond, as several of her teammates have done, given how poorly the WNBA and her opponents have treated her this season.
Owning the fact that what really was their objective and what really was their agenda is that they resented the fact that this young lady who came into the league, took it by storm, and drew in a level of attention that they weren't able to. The
topic at hand is whether Caitlin Clark should remain in the WNBA and risk additional losses of her fitness reputation and general abilities, even though she has stated that she is not joining any European leagues and may return to the league next season.
Now, during this offseason, the players are already moving around. So a couple players have already announced that they are going overseas. We have Kelsey Mitchell going to play in China, Nalissa Smith also playing in China, and Nalissa Smith is one where there was a big question mark around her if she would be returning to the Indiana Fever, but she'll be going to play in China, and Temi Fagbenle will be playing in Turkey.
Although Caitlin's supporters will follow her everywhere, wouldn't it be preferable if she could join a league with greater clout? Additionally, keep in mind that European leagues provide better playing conditions, more enticing bonuses, and more competitive pay than the WNBA.
It addresses my point. My point is, she's the golden goose. You have been clamoring for attention. You've been clamoring for more cachet, fair and equitable treatment, chartered jets, weight room facilities, dollars, marketing opportunities, etc., etc.
Many players have already left to volunteer abroad after becoming disillusioned with the WNBA authority. For instance, Gabby Williams, a forward for the Seattle Storm, complained about the WNBA's poor pay and lack of opportunities for promotion. Instead of doing anything to placate her, the WNBA executives decided to openly disregard her. The commissioner's lies were also exposed by Gabby.
WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the offseason. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even...
She was compelled to search for better possibilities after her appeals were denied, and in 2025 she agreed to a contract with the Turkish team Bacha SK. This is precisely what's wrong with the WNBA. They don't give a damn if players are fouled by other players, treated disrespectfully, or have their salaries cut.
During her exit interview, Storm player Gabby Williams warned the WNBA, if you want to keep international players, you need to do better. So here's what she had to say.
The W thinks that they don't have to pay us more in order for us to be here. And I think I didn't express that when I first talked about prioritization. You know, our commissioner talked about us being able to, you know, make $700,000. That's not true at all. There's not one player who makes that. And we were promised, you know, team marketing agreements and league marketing agreements, but they've fallen quite short. So it's still not enough for us international players to want to stay here. And that's a choice of the players. If I make a choice to make more money and whatever, and then the, you know, teams are mad that I don't come back, but that's how it is. So yes, it just, the WNBA, you know, if you want us to be here, you have to pay us more. It's business, it's how it works.
And Caitlin Clark has been the biggest victim of WNBA authority. The envious veterans mocked her and treated her with disdain, while her detractors did all in their power to torture her on the court. Do you recall the famous iPook moment when Caitlin Clark viciously celebrated a foul that Carrington had committed during the game with her teammates, while the WNBA silently derided fair play? Good sportsmanship following Caitlin Clark's brutal fall. Angel Reese participated in the same festivities, and the WNBA once again flagrantly disregarded her infractions and did nothing to address them.
Specifically, a lot of these casual fans who have come into watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark, who plays a smooth style of basketball, who shoots from really far away, who makes great passes, who handles the ball well. People are coming for a style of play that is similar to that. They are not looking for post players to be posting up on one another, drop step, one step to the basket, cheap shots, fouls, slow style of basketball. They want to see a run and gun game, and I think that that is the most exciting way to watch a women.
Why wasn't there an outcry? This means that ESPN did not condemn the attackers or support Caitlin Clark in any way for their heinous abuse of the best WNBA player to emerge in a long time. As a matter of fact, Caitlin Clark is unique among WNBA players. Based on the number of fouls Clark has earned this season, it is clear that she has had enough and is leaving a league that has been using her as a punching bag.
Caitlin Clark received 17% of the WNBA's flagrant fouls this season, and 80% of those flagrant fouls were committed by the Chicago Sky against Caitlin.
You're correct. Why should Caitlin Clark, the WNBA Rookie of the Year, stay? The Indiana Fever might have won that playoff game if Clark hadn't been hurt, and we know how much she has contributed to the team's success. About 20% of the team's total fouls, or about 1/5 of all the fouls committed during the season, were awarded to Clark in her first campaign.
Issue and my question is, where the fuck are her teammates at? Where y'all at? Where the rest of the Indiana Fever at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed to pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team, she's the star. You always protect your...
She had to physically defend herself because of the numerous fouls. She felt like she was being beaten, Clark said.
Struggled with physical defense she's faced at the professional level and voiced frustration with the league's officiating, recently telling reporters, quote, "I feel like I'm getting hammered and everybody is physical with me, and opponents get away with things that other people don't get away with." That's what Caitlin Clark said. That is what she said, okay? But to me, it's a bigger issue going.
Before her team could only draw a few thousand people, but after her debut, Caitlin was filling arenas, selling out stadiums, and revolutionizing the sport.
We should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, oh, y'all poo-pooing the
But has ESPN treated her like the well-known individual she is? They failed, and now they are making a valiant effort to maintain their good name. Her numerous triumphs over Hall of Fame athletes like Diana Taurasi demonstrate that Clark is more than just a celebrity. She is the best of the best.
Since Caitlin Clark has arrived on the scene, record ratings, record revenue, everything that you can think, record attendance, everything. They've never had it.
Furthermore, when she was carrying the entire WNBA on her shoulders, the league chose to ignore her and let her commit dirty deeds one after another without warning the referees. They didn't seem to care when their biggest straw was taken away, but now that Caitlin has had enough and wants something nice for herself, they all seem to care.
When you have the face of your league getting nearly 20% of all flagrant fouls called against her, that is an issue. And that's not just an issue that the players have to work out. That is from top down. That goes to the commissioner level. Like, that is the level that needs to control these kinds.
Despite their present outrage, the WNBA and ESPN had the chance to make her their spokesperson and build a brand around her, but they chose to let her go. Caitlin Clark should move on to something bigger and better because she is tired of being used. ESPN has complete control over how the tale is rewritten, but they failed to sign one of the best players.
Those folks were very, very loud and conspicuous with their dissent towards things involving Caitlin Clark. When we pointed that out, we said why. What was the necessity for it? Because a rising tide lifts all boats.
Consequently, Caitlin Clark will not be playing basketball for a while, and the crowd was certain to decline after Caitlin Clark left. What comes next? Will Caitlin be relocating to an area where her skills will be truly valued? Will ESPN and the WNBA attempt to determine what went wrong? Thank you for viewing, as usual, and feel free to share your opinions in the comment section.